Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Mel Soul Golf School. I am Mel Soul, Director of Instruction and Master Professional, and today I'm going to talk about something that I have worked on in my own game in the past that my friend and mentor Phil Ritson used to talk about. So this is our monthly golf tip, and it's what Phil used to call hinge and hold. And what he meant by that was when you went back, you hinged, and that angle that you created, when you went back and hinged, that angle, you held that angle all the way through. So from here, when you come through, you would hold that. And it's, Phil, when he was working with me on this, he used to call it release up, which meant the club actually did that, and this wrist was more, and I always ended up with the shaft kind of pointing over there like that. And I struggled because even though it eliminated the hook, I would block a lot of shots out to the right. So last night I'm doing a little nostalgic trip down memory lane watching Phil Ritson videos, because I always learn a lot from him. Even though he's passed, I still learn a lot from Phil. And here he was giving a lesson to a young girl, maybe 24, 25 years old, who was a gold medal Olympic winner. So I don't know in what sport, certainly not in golf. So we know that Imby Park won the gold medal in the Olympics, but this was an Olympic gold medal winner in some other sport, and Phil was teaching her, and she was going to hit an iron to the green, and Phil stood behind her, and she hit a shot and she hit it off to the right, which is typically what I do when I'm trying this. And Phil said, no, you hit it to the right because you kept this arm straight. And he said, you've got to allow that arm to fold and the club will come more down the line. He said, when you keep the arm straight, you can see the club stays out there. And that just made so much sense to me. And it was a huge epiphany for me, is I had never heard Phil say that before, that this arm actually folded. So what he was talking about was letting that arm fold but still releasing up. And so this morning, it's the first thing I did when I got here, was I took my lob wedge. So I've said to all of you, when you're working on something new, start with short little shots and just hinge and hold. And so you can see I'm finishing around here. I've allowed this arm to fold, and I hit some nice crisp little wedge shots, hinge and hold. And you can see the wrist still got a little bit of a cup in it there. So I stood for maybe a half an hour hitting balls like that, and then I decided, all right, I'll try it with a longer club. So my main thought is allowing that arm to fold and holding this angle as much as I can. So it's a guarantee not to hook. You might get a little baby fade because the club is coming. If you watch from this side, when I'm coming, as the arm folds, I'm kind of dragging the club face across, but because I'm holding, the toe's never going to get past the heel. And what Phil used to say is keep the pad of the right hand ahead of the fingers of the right hand, so the fingers never pass the pad. So you go through like that. And I understood what he meant, and I worked on that, but the part I missed was allowing this lead arm to fold. I stood here this morning for almost 3 hours hitting. I was so excited about finding something that is going to help me eliminate that left shot. I played yesterday and every bad shot that I hit went left. So this is exciting for me. I hope it's going to be exciting for you. Remember, incremental learning. So start off with a lofted club like a sand wedge, lob wedge, hit little shots, just let that arm fold. If you have a tendency to hook, you're going to really love these results.